Hello Captains, and welcome back to my Let's Play series of the Jem'Hadar Faction, the Vanguard Jem'Hadar. It's time to jump back into this character and this playthrough. So the last video that I published on this was part 15, and that was in September here in 2018, and I am now in mid-December. It's been a couple of months since the last video. In the last video, I started what is called the 2800 series, starting with the mission Second Wave. Well, since then, since that video, there have been a lot of updates to the game, and is the primary reason why I had not continued until now. Right around that time, we had the big release of what is called the Age of Discovery. It is a big expansion in Star Trek Online. Well, I guess you could say not necessarily expansion, but a big update. And that was just the first release of it. There's going to be more Age of Discovery stuff moving into 2019. Now, that does affect the Jem'Hadar faction just a little bit, because they have kind of switched around missions. They've moved missions, switched around the order of missions, and hidden some missions. So prior to the release, in the last video you saw, you were able to access Second Wave from the mission menu. It used to be under the main mission menuing here under the Cardassian Struggle. You will notice it is no longer here. It now ends with the new link, and then the Task Force Operations Cardassian Struggle is now listed here, and then you go into the Borg Advanced. There is no more 2800 series missions, no Second Wave, no of Bajor, and on and on. Well, actually, there is. It's just not in the mission menu here. Now we have to access it in a different location. So for people that are new to the game, this is going to be very confusing to them, because you're going to be like, how do I don't even know this mission exists. What you have to do to get to it now is to open up and go to, not that, you want to go to your main mission thing here, and you want to go to in progress. No, you don't want to do that. You want to go to available. That's where you'll find it. You'll now find it under available. And you can see right here, we can start the series called Lost Dominion, the 2800, and we can start Second Wave. Even though I've already played that, it still shows there, and in fact, to play the next one in the order, which is of Bajor, you actually have to search for it a little. It's not listed right under there. It's actually come down a little bit. Here it is, under Commander Messi Achibi of Bajor. So you can see it's a little disjointed. How would anybody know who's playing this game for the first time that of Bajor is connected to Second Wave? You just wouldn't. They're miles apart in this menu listing here. And how do you even know what the next one is? Unless you just know, you would not know that what the next one is, which is, I don't even know what the next one is, and it's not listed here. I guess maybe I have to play of Bajor before it shows up. Lost Dominion, I mean, I think that was part of the other one. So I don't know. It's very confusing now to play these specialized, what were called featured episode series a long time ago. These were released a long time ago as a 5-episode featured series. But now they have it so convoluted and hard to find that if you're brand new to the game, you're just not going to even know they exist, because who messes with the available tab? You're just pretty much going to play what's under the main mission menu, and that's it. So you're totally going to miss out on the 2800 series if you're new to the game. So I do not like the changes they have made to these missions. There is absolutely no reason they should be separated from the main mission list. And if they're going to do that, then at least make a different tab. Make like a tab under Age of Discovery or something right here, and make so that you can click on it and make a listing for all of those missions there. I don't know. It's just weird how they've done it, and I don't like it. But I digress. We're going to actually continue the 2800. We did second wave in the last one, so I don't have to play that again. And I'm going to do of Bajor now. And now remember, the whole reason why I'm playing the 2800 series, these 5 missions, is I am looking for differences now that I'm playing as a Jem'Hadar on the Jem'Hadar faction. I'm looking for any recognition that I am a Jem'Hadar, because maybe it plays out a little differently. Maybe there's some different dialogue. Who knows? I don't know. But that's why I'm playing it. The 2800 deals directly with the Dominion, directly with Deep Space Nine. So if any of the series is going to, you know, recognize that I'm a Jem'Hadar and have different dialogue, it would be this one. So that's why I'm playing it on this faction. Now, after I am done playing this series all the way to the last episode of the 2800, I will talk about where I'm going to go forward with this character, the Jem'Hadar. I am going to do ship reviews on him, and I'll just go into detail about, you know, any other missions or whatever that I'm going to choose to record on this character. I am going to play every mission on this character offline, but I'm not going to record every mission. I'm basically just going to show you ones that have like new stuff in them that I discover. But anyway, I'll get to that when we get to the end of the series and explain where I'm headed for the future of this Jem'Hadar's faction character playthrough thing. Also, another big update that I need to go over absolutely before we begin of Bajor is that between September here and December now, there has been one of those upgrade weekends where you get to upgrade all your gear to the latest stuff with like double the XP. I have done that on this character. So in the last video you saw, part 15, I did not have all my gear leveled up to the maximum possible level, but now I do. So that's a big change between that video and this video. So let me show you. First of all, I am still flying the Jem'Hadar Escort Tier 5U. That's right, it's still a Tier 5U, not the Tier 6. And there's a reason for that. I want to do a full review of this ship before I upgrade to Tier 6. And in order to do that, I needed to upgrade all of my gear on this ship first. Now I have done that. I am now at a place where I can finally do a full review of this ship. But now I want to get through the 2800 missions first, since we've already started with this ship in them with the second wave. I'll just go ahead and continue this series with this ship. And then in the future, I'm going to, after I finish these missions here and record these, then I'm going to put on a new ship. I'm going to review this ship and then put on a new ship. But here's what I got. Basically the same gear I had before, except now you can see it's all Mark 15 Epic. So just as a reminder of what I'm running, I've got phased Polaron dual heavy cannons. Up front, I got 3 of them. I have the advanced wide arc inhibiting chronoton torpedo launcher. I believe this is from the Reputation, the Gamma Quadrant Reputation. I still have the Jem'Hadar deflector, the Jem'Hadar combat impulse engine, and the Jem'Hadar resilient shield. But I do have the Gamma synergistic overcharge warp core, again from the Gamma Quadrant Reputation. I have 2 turrets in the back, phased Polaron turrets. The kinetic cutting beam. I've got the experimental hyper-excited ion stream projector. I have the console for the ship, which is the shared... No, I put this on here. This is a console called the Shared Processing Integration. This is new. I put this on the ship because I needed to fit another console. It's a very interesting console. It does hull restoration, starship shield capacity, PBAOE, holdover time, and damage resistant buff for friends and self in a 4-kilometer radius. And I activate it with this button right here, Shared Processing. It's a really cool ability. I'll show it to you in combat. I do have the Engineering Neutronium Alloy. I've got a Reinforced Armaments on here. I have the Universal Ordnance Accelerator, which is part of the Task Force Ordnance from the Gamma Reputation. And so, because I have 2 pieces of that installed, I have Task Force Tunings, which is plus 10% phaser weapon damage, Polaron weapon damage, turn rate, and chronoton weapon damage. I also put on a science plasma generating weapon signature nullifier on here that increases my stealth and adds a plasma based exotic damage and a plasma explosion proc to my energy weapons. I have a maximum shield capacity and a Borg console, and then of course my tactical is all maxed out with Polaron damage. So as you can see, this is going to be a great build. The masteries are all unlocked. This ship is ready to review. It is pretty powerful. Everything is maxed out on it now. This is as good as this Tier 5U ship is ever going to get. Now for my character himself, I have gone ahead and upgraded the science kit. Remember, he is a science character. I have put on a science kit, HP, KP weapon, PSG will, weapon damage, Mark 15 epic. My body armor is the Jem'Hadar armor, but it is Mark 15 epic. I have the good old Jem'Hadar personal shield, Mark 15 epic. And then my weapon, my primary weapon I'm using, which is the Advanced Herald Anti-Proton Beam Projector, is Mark 15 epic as well. The only thing that's not epic are the consoles. I think they might not be able to be. I think they might be maxed out, but they are all Mark 15. They're ultra rare. So they are up there anyway, close to epic, but they're all Mark 15. Also, I've got a Furiodon. I got that from an event reward a little ways back. It is a combat pet, so I can use him for combat, and I got 2 Hordas that I can also use for combat as well. So I am combat ready on the ground, absolutely. And in space, very powerful Tier 5U escort. So those are the big updates since the last video. Basically, I just Mark 15 epic to everything. And that's the deal. Let's get on with this. Available of Bajor is the next one.
We've evacuated everyone we could to Bajor, and we're setting up a base there to coordinate our counterattack against the Dominion. I won't lie to you, though. It's not gonna be easy. We were caught completely off guard by Karakan and his fleet, and the Bajorans are none too pleased to have house guests. We must balance the needs of the civilian populace with those of the Starfleet and Klingon forces currently on the surface. Starfleet needs all the help it can get planetside right now. Transport down to our staging area on Bajor. You'll find me there. Captain Kurland will join us as soon as he can.
All right, let's do that. And I am already at Bajor, so all we need to do is beam down to Hathon. Welcome to the city of Hathon, First Hadar. Commander Masai Ashibi asked me to inform you when you had arrived. She's waiting for you in her office at the Starfleet base. So let's do this. This one is going to be a potentially long mission because there is a lot to do on Bajor. Not my favorite mission, but necessary to get through all this, obviously. And I will say it has been an extremely long time since I've played this mission, so I may be forgetful of some things. But again, I'm just really looking forward to seeing if they recognize me as a Jem'Hadar or anything like that. Yes, granted, I know it's a simulation, technically, I think. But we'll see. That is the wrong place. I think somewhere around here. Cadet Suma. I don't know that person. Standoff. Nope. Let's wait. Here we go. I think this is right.
Time is short.
Welcome to Bajor. This will serve as our base of operations while we work to retake DS9. I need you to give me your best. Everyone needs to be in top shape for the counterattack, but before that can happen, we need to make sure this base is fully operational. We are guests here on Bajor, but the locals don't view us that way. I thought that Bajor joining the Federation would be a step in the right direction, but the Bajorans in this city seem to think this is the second coming of the Cardassian occupation. Be on your best behavior and try to do all you can to smooth some of the ruffled feathers. A civilian uprising is a headache I don't need. I'll have something for you later. Report to Jarell Cav. She'll know what tasks are most critical. So we got to go do a whole bunch of things on here. Not really happy about it. Like I said, it's not my most favorite mission in the world.
How can I help you?
Alright, the attack on DS9 has put everything here into a tailspin. We're setting up a base to coordinate the campaign to take the station back, but it's slow going. This area of the city is older and it doesn't have the infrastructure we need. Good thing we have talented officers like you who know how to whip up a few technical miracles.
Do you need something?
Okay, so I need to do either aggressive assimilation or walking wounded. What is... Oh yeah, walking wounded. Let's do that since I'm science. There are a lot of officers here that were wounded in the attack. The USS Bajor was helping with the triage, but their sickbay is overflowing and they need to send some of the patients back here. I need a trained science officer to escort those patients from the transporter room to the infirmary. I don't want anyone getting lost. Okay. So basically, you only need to complete one of the following missions to advance the story, and I have chosen to do Walking Wounded.
I'm here to help.
So we got to go to the transporter room and, like, literally bring people here. Great. Okay. Fun. Wish I could walk faster. I do not have frosted boots, but I'm just going to have to wait. This is a... like I said, it's going to be a long mission. And am I even running the right way? No, I think I'm not. This is where I need to go. They need some kind of music in the background. In fact, I think there is music, and I might actually turn the music up. Where is music volume? There ain't music. Look at that. 100%. There's no music. We need music. It's boring. Yes, I'm going to have to come here 3 times to grab people. Why can't I just take them all at the same time? I don't know. Yeah, come on. Are you going to follow me? Yeah, you are. And what's going to happen is they're going to fall down and I have to heal them. I remember now. Why I can't just take all 3 at once makes no sense in the world. Zoom out so I can see her when she falls down. I think it's this way. Is that the infirmary? Yeah. Okay, she made it. I know they do fall down. I bet the next one will. Alright, gotta do this 2 more times. How boring. So, what do you guys want to talk about while we're waiting? I guess I really don't have a lot to talk about. I have been waiting to get back into this faction and continuing to play the Jem'Hadar. I definitely want to experiment playing all of the Jem'Hadar starships, because I've only used the one, the little bug escort here, and I cannot wait to try out all the other Jem'Hadar ships. But I needed to get to a point where I can first review this ship, and then I can test out the others, and so that is why it has taken so long. But now that I finally got everything upgraded to epic quality and Mark 15, I'm going to do a review of the Tier 5U escort, a proper review, proper ship review. Then I will upgrade to a different Jem'Hadar ship, and by the way, I own all of the Jem'Hadar ships, so I will be testing all of them. Maybe they removed the mechanic where they fall down and you have to heal them. If so, that would be great. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. That's definitely going to be a continuing thing with this character here, my Jem'Hadar character. He's going to be the one that I use to test all of the Jem'Hadar ships, because he is my only Jem'Hadar character right now, and he is the Vanguard, so he's the best one. He's got that extra space trait. And now that I have all the gear leveled up, I can reuse a lot of it in the future and continue to build, make new builds for ships and things. So it ensures that I can do all that in the future. Come on. Let's go. And like I said, I am going to play every single mission on this character, but I'm not going to record every single mission. Instead, what I'm going to do is play the mission, and if there are any differences in the mission or anything worth showing to you that is different because I'm a Jem'Hadar, then I will make a recording of that mission. Otherwise, I am not recording every mission. But what I will do is I will come back every now and then and show you updates I've made to the character. For example, I'm grinding the Gamma reputation, so I'll continue to make updates to the character, and when I do, I will show you those updates. Okay, accolade complete, lean on me. Well, that was a lot better. In the past, they used to fall over and you had to heal them along the way, and it was so annoying. Maybe they removed that. Am I not in the right spot? No, I am not. Here we go. Alright.
I'm here to help.
Alright, now we've got contemplating captains or studying soldiers. I think I'm going to do captains. I think that's the space one. Holodeck training. Dominion opponents. Nope, that's
I'm
the
here to
changeling.
help.
Studying soldiers. Against Jem'Hadar. I think this is the space combat one.
I'm here to help.
So let's do this. It's time to really take this ship into battle. I haven't done a lot with it since I made all the big updates to it, so I think maybe toward the end of this, somewhere we have a big space battle, right? If I'm not mistaken. I don't remember. Come on. No, this is the ground one. The other one was the space one. Ah, well. Doesn't matter. Or maybe the space one is next. Yeah, whatever. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'm pretty powerful, that's for sure. I mean, it's a breeze. It really is just a breeze. Okay, the music's loud now. Let me turn the music back down because now y'all can hear it. Too loud. Oh, that was a breeze. In simulation. I haven't made any changes to my bridge officers, by the way, so they are still, you see, using Mark 12 gear. They need to be upgraded, so I have not upgraded them.
I'm here to help.
Okay, here's the one where we can do the ship thing. Large Jem'Hadar ships, from cruisers to a dreadnought.
I'm here to help.
I'm in for that. Let's do this. Train me. Now we can see how powerful this new ship build is. But yeah, I'm pretty good on the ground too. I've got a trait there, I don't know if you noticed, like a little yellow thing with a ring around it. It's some kind of like invulnerability. Like it does whoever's doing damage to me, like it constantly heals me while they're doing damage to me or something. I don't know. Some trait, I forgot what it's called. I still gotta watch it though, because this is an escort. It's still kind of squishy, even though it's all leveled up. It is still inherently an escort. Really no problem though. No problemo. Here's a dreadnought. Here's that processing technology thing. See what it does as I get close to these friendly ships? Pretty cool. There we go. Not bad for my little ship. Remember, it's tier 5U, it's not tier 6. And it is an escort, so it's kind of squishy, even though it's all upgraded. But as long as I keep an eye on things, I should be okay in it. But, yeah, definitely after the 2800 series is over, I will do the review and then upgrade this thing. Cannot wait.
Do you need something?
Alright,
I'm
now
here to help.
we need to go to Kubus Pole. I think that was near the same room we were, maybe? I don't remember. Ugh. So much running around in this map. In this room, maybe? Yes.
We have a situation here.
Alright, I wish your visit here could be under better circumstances. This whole DS9 situation troubles me, and having Starfleet here on Bajor has opened up some old wounds. And letting the Klingons come down too? Well, that's just like dropping a plasma torch into a deuterium tank. What we need to do now is convince people that they're safe and that we have the situation under control. I think I'm going to do religious requirements. This is one where you only have to do one of these things again. Yeah, the Ranjan Revel temple thing. This is like one where you have to light incense or something. Appease the local Bajoran, optional religious requirements. Talk to Ranjan Revel. First I gotta go talk to Ranjan Revel. Then I think I have to go light incense in these little things around here. It's pretty simple to do. More running though. Lots of more running. Frosted boots, man. Now that it's the winter event, get your frosted boots. Will definitely help you in a mission like this. Are you Ranjan Revel?
I follow the will of the prophets.
Okay, the loss of these is reminding people of the dark days of the occupation. While most people are pleased with Bajor and the Federation, there are others who believe that Bajor should remain independent, having Starfleet and the Klingon Empire. Yeah.
The people of this city need to remember that the prophets are watching over them, and that everything that has happened is all a part of their great plan. I've been going through some of our texts to try to find a way to explain the will of the prophets, but there are many books, and I must prepare my sermon for the next service. Perhaps you can think of something we can do to restore faith in the prophets.
Okay, so I gotta read books. Now, I know which one to read, but I'm just gonna go through all of them and it will clear it out, I think. The Gratitude Festival is the right one. That did it. Okay.
How can I help you? How is the burning of the incense?
No, I don't need to talk to you. Okay, now we go burn incense. Burny, burny, burny. Let's take a bath. Come over here, burn some more incense. Alright, 2 of 7, so, yep, we just gotta go around doing this. Again, more running. Light it up. 3 of 7. More running. Make sure I didn't miss any. There wasn't any through there. Nope. Okay. Should be one right around here. Yep. Any in there? Does not appear so. Think there might be one down here. Yep. Okay, light that sucker up. And I think there might be one down here. Yes. And I think the last one is over here somewhere. Okay, now we go turn that in.
How can I help you?
Oh, we need to go to Cubus Pole. Okay, wrong person. I recommend very loud music when you're playing this mission. Alright, are those Bajor leaves I smell? That always takes me back. Even in the refugee camps, we would burn Bajor leaves with our renewal scrolls. It always made me feel better knowing that the prophets are watching over us. Thank you. I think we all need a reminder that this is temporary. Things will get better. Okay, petition the prophets for help. The Vedic Assembly has agreed to allow you to access the Orb of Prophecy and Change. This is a great honor, but it is also a great responsibility. Many people want to know why the prophets didn't intervene to stop the Jem'Hadar from attacking Deep Space Nine. I know the prophets would never abandon us. They must have a reason for why they didn't act. So I need to go talk to the prophets. Don't they have Vedics and stuff to do that? Why am I the one doing it? It really doesn't make sense that I would be the one talking to the prophets. The Bajorans would be talking. They would have the current Vedic or whatever, you know. Their highest religious leader be the one that talks to them, right? Doesn't make sense they just send some random Starfleet officer to talk to it, but sure. Let's talk to Kaiopaka, by the way.
Thank you again for your part in
Yeah,
saving the
remember, we
Ennis,
saved
the
her life.
Nolenis, and
I'm glad I could help. Okay. Not the Vedic, the Kai. The Kai is above the Vedic, I believe.
You are not grateful. We saved Bajor at the Cisco's insistence. It cost him dearly.
We moved the fleet, but we needed to put it back.
A hand that remains closed
ceases to be a hand.
The fleet needs to exist, as you must return.
So they removed them from the past, but they had to put them back, and it just so happens that it's our future. Or now is the time when they put them back. It explains a lot. I like how this is directly pulled from a Deep Space Nine episode. You should feel blessed. The prophets don't speak to everyone. I have faith in their plan for Bajor. You're an important part of that plan. If you say so. Alright, now I think we have to go back to this other person, and then I think we're going to have to contact Deep Space Nine after that, I think. Lots of running around. Or we have to fix things. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anything that needs to be done.
I have new orders for you.
We've managed to set up a subspace relay outside in the courtyard. I need you to try to pick up any transmissions coming from Deep Space Nine. We need intel. Alright, subspace spyworks. I do remember this one. We need to go scan the channels and find somebody to talk to at Deep Space Nine. Here we go. Just gonna lower it until it turns green. See what we get.
Davo!
Not what I need, and I have to re-click it every single time, darn it. At least it doesn't reset. Okay. Oh, we can change... Oops. We can change megahertz as well. Well, let's make sure we check everything on this frequency first. Nope. Wrong one. No, I don't, didn't want to do that yet. That's a baseball game. Okay, let's change to gigahertz. Let's change to, were we on megahertz before? Current band is megahertz, so let's change to gigahertz. Private network. Hey, who is this? How did you find this channel? Wait, don't terminate this communication. I'm a friend. Oh wait, I know you. I recognize you from earlier. You were trying to help that Defari ambassador get a holosuite appointment. Ah, yeah, I do remember that from that mission. I like your style. I'm Hadron, the bartender at Quark's. This is my alternate subspace communication channel. I use it for business matters. Legitimate, legal business. Sometimes I don't want Kurland and company listening in on my dealings, but that doesn't make them any less legitimate. Can you tell me anything about the Jem'Hadar on the station? They're terrible for business. There are a lot of them. They're mean. They don't eat or drink, and they brought Kitchercell White with them. The Vorta with them has been in once or twice, always orders tulaberries, never talks, and never pays. My profits are going down the drain. Hey, you are planning on coming back, right? Bringing the fleet back to kick these guys out? I need actual paying customers. I'll even give a discount on all the drinks for the first hour after the station is reclaimed. Top shelf drinks excluded, of course. We are taking Deep Space Nine back, but we need your help. Oh, right. The Jem'Hadar Alpha is named Karukon. He's a real rough customer, the biggest and the meanest one of them all. He's got a Vorta with him. Her name is Loras. She's tough, but she hasn't gone out of her way to make our lives miserable. She's allowing those of us who didn't evacuate to stay, but only if we toe the line and don't give the Jem'Hadar any trouble. Honestly, how is a businessman supposed to make a living like this? The weird part is that they think the Dominion war is still going on. I heard Loras and Karukon talking. They expected an entire Dominion fleet to be here waiting for them and a changeling to be in charge. It's crazy. They've been hauling people in for questioning, and teams of Jem'Hadar have been tearing the station apart looking for this captive changeling. What happened to these guys? They get stuck in a black hole for 30 years? Well, thanks for your help. We'll return as soon as possible, but you'll need to hold on for a while longer. Well, we learned a whole lot of information there, actually. That's an interesting development. I'll keep in touch with Hadron. Maybe he can get more information to us.
I have new orders for you.
Give intelligence report to this. I managed to... Okay, yeah, I did that. The Dominion are looking for a founder, and they think the war is still going on. We need to clear up this confusion pronto. Maybe they'll be willing to leave the station peacefully if we convince them that the war has been over for decades. I think we're ready to contact DS9 and try to talk to the leaders. I want you to be our contact. Great. That's not going to work. Okay, we need to contact DS9, and we have to be the one for some reason. Again, that doesn't make a lot of sense, but sure, why not? Here we go.
Who is this? What do you want?
Let's not be so hasty, Karukon. They obviously went to a great deal of trouble to contact us.
I like her voice.
I am Loras of the Dominion, temporary governor of Deep Space Nine. How can I help you?
I like her voice a lot.
Thank you for agreeing to talk, Loras. I am Captain James Kurland of the Federation Space Station Deep Space Nine. It is my hope that we can find a peaceful resolution to this conflict.
Of course, Captain. You want your station back. But this is a war, and your station is my prize.
I know this will be hard for you to accept, but there is no war. It's been over for decades. Your fleet was diverted when you attempted to pass through the wormhole. The Prophets... There is a great deal we have to explain, but please understand, we are not your enemies.
I am not a fool, Captain. We have reviewed the records in DS9's databanks. Why should I believe this fantasy of prophets and time travel? Show me proof that what you say is true.
Okay. Show proof. So I can show video recordings or I can review the current state of wormhole theory, or I can discuss the details of the Treaty of Bajor. Let's show our video records. Show video records of the end. Yeah, let's do it.
The Dominion War continued after a combined Starfleet and Klingon force retook DS9. When the Romulans entered the war on our side, things began to turn. The Dominion recruited the Breen to their cause, but the disease that was attacking the Founders put them on the defensive. They ultimately retreated out of most of the Alpha Quadrant, creating a defense perimeter in Cardassian space. Soon after, a Cardassian official named Damar led a rebellion on Cardassia Prime, breaking the standoff. The Dominion was forced to surrender.
Do not try to deceive me. That cannot be what happened.
Well, it
Why
is.
should I believe these recordings are real?
Well, they are real. Prove the authenticity of the records.
You make a persuasive argument. But I'm not completely convinced. Historical records can be interpreted in many ways. You may be using evidence that supports your premise, and ignoring anything that does not.
Uh-huh. Is there anything we can do to convince you?
Enough!
Guess not.
I will consider your arguments carefully.
Enough.
But you must understand that I am under orders as well. The Founders gave me specific instructions before I left the Gamma Quadrant. I accept that may have been many years ago. Nevertheless, mere time cannot countermand the commands of the gods. We are attempting to contact the Dominion in the Gamma Quadrant. As of yet, we have been unsuccessful.
Well, you're talking...
Until I speak to a Founder and receive new orders,
talking to a Jem'Hadar right now.
We will remain here. Deep Space Nine
not recognize
belongs
me?
to the Dominion.
Does she not see that I'm Jem'Hadar? Well, that was dumb. See, here's the whole thing here I have with this. Obviously, they made this a long time ago before the Jem'Hadar faction, but point is, they should have updated it because here I am, a Jem'Hadar. She should look at me and say, "Hey, you're a Jem'Hadar. Why are you there? Come here now. Be with me. Fight." Okay, maybe the fact that this is a simulation could explain that. I get it. I get it. I think these are simulations, right? We're playing simulations here. I guess that can just be the answer for everything. We're playing a simulation, a holodeck simulation, so of course they don't know that I'm a Jem'Hadar. Alright, now that we know more about the current situation, we can decide how to best take advantage. There is only one end to this scenario. First, we retake DS9. Oh, that's the end of the mission. Okay, then, fine. Well, I don't need another Jem'Hadar armor. I got plenty of those. Pack of 10 of shroud generators. Nah, let's do a kit reward.
I have new orders for you.
Operation Gamma is the next one. Now, let's see if it shows up under available. I got second wave. I got of Bajor. I'm looking for Operation Gamma. Okay, it does show up under Commander, but again, it's not in the right order. It's not under the Lost Dominion, the 2800 mission replay stuff. Which means, how would you even know that's the next mission if you were new to the game?
Kara Khan's ships are guarding the wormhole, so access is limited. A small craft like a shuttle or fighter might be able to slip through the blockade, so leave your starship here at Bajor. Commander Samuel Winters is here, and he's one of the best shuttle pilots I know. I recommend you bring him along. The war is over, but Loras and Kara Khan won't believe it unless they hear it from someone they trust.
I was going to say, I'm going to go ahead and accept this mission so that I have it here and I don't have to go looking for it again. So the next mission, we're going to go through the wormhole. Maybe that mission will play a little different. I'm going to have to use a small craft for that mission.
I have new orders for you.
But anyway, we are finished with of Bajor. So let's see what my kit reward was. It looks like I got a stasis field, a completely useless thing. And a science kit, useless thing as well. Oh well, it doesn't really matter. I don't need one anyway. Okay, well that was of Bajor on the Jem'Hadar faction. Again, nothing different there. Played out the same. Didn't see any changes. I do have to, remind myself that this is technically a simulation for this character. He's done all the Gamma Quadrant stuff, and he's been fast-tracked into the Starfleet or whatever. And these missions, he's not necessarily playing them in real time. He's on a holodeck, playing out these older missions that Starfleet personnel in the past have done. So from that perspective, of course, it would not know that I'm a Jem'Hadar, and they should not be any different. But I guess I'm just looking for anything that's changed or different with this update, because it's been a long time since I've played these old missions anyway. There could be something new along the way. For example, in one of the missions earlier, we found Bashir in a mission that he was never in before. So things like that could just appear and happen anyway in these missions, since they have made updates to some of them. But I thought the 2800 might have some bigger changes in it because of the whole Jem'Hadar faction and that expansion or update being released. But so far in Second Wave and in this one, not really. So we'll keep playing and find out. In the next one, we're going to go into the Gamma Quadrant itself through the wormhole. So maybe something there, right? And then we still have, later on, we have the Founder. We're going to go meet a Founder. Not a Founder. It's a Founder, right? A Founder and a Vorta? Or is it just a Vorta? I forget. And then the last one is a very interesting mission as well. So I guess we'll just keep playing and see what happens. But that was of Bajor. And now we know that I just really don't like that mission. I really, really don't. But we got through it, and we will go do Operation Gamma next. I need a tiny ship, and it looks like I have one. I've got the Jem'Hadar fighter here, so I guess that is what we will be taking into the wormhole. Okay, thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for the next one. Check out my new updated Patreon page. You can subscribe to Patreon to support this channel. I now have Patreon-only Discord access. It's a way to chat with others and myself about any topic.